Well, good morning. Hey, it's Carrie from down in Texas. How are you on this Tuesday? Terrific Tuesday. Rainy, overcast day down here in the Texas region. But it's a busy, busy day for me. Got lots to do. Let me fix that. Looks a little crooked there. I didn't realize. There we go. Lots to do in and out of the office. So we are up early. Grab your coffee, grab your makeup and your tools, and let's get going. I have put on my prep products, my Fix and Glow, and I have put on my Vaseline product in the rough areas of my wrinkles, which is under here. Not so much under here, but I do put it under here to help grab the product, and then down here, and here, and up here. And where's my pen? Today I'm using my Tier product, my Tier foundation in the little red egg. And we are using my brush to blend that on. I just do better with a brush. I'm, old school. It's how I was taught. It's how I feel like I have more control of product placement and application. So I would just tell you, use what makes you feel the most comfortable, that you have the most control. Some people do a great job with their beauty blenders, and some people do better with brushes. I have three followers that I follow pretty not followers, I'm sorry, three influencers that I follow pretty consistently. And one, she uses a beauty blender all the time, and she does a great job. And then two of the other girls that I follow, they use brushes. And, it's just one of those things. I think you got to use what makes you the most comfortable when you are applying your product. For me, it is definitely a brush because it is what I am used to. When I was first using makeup, we didn't have blenders. We just had brushes in our hands and little powder puff type things. We didn't have all of these great products that are now on the market. And I have tried them. I just am not comfortable. I'm just not as comfortable. I don't feel my makeup looks quite as nice because I just don't feel like I have the control. So this is the Tier foundation that I used today. I did use my just traditional Vaseline product here and under here. And of course, I used my Fix and Glow. Love this product so much. I just think it is a remarkable product for mature skin. When I don't put it on, which is rare, like if I was to forget to put it on, which I've done a couple of times, I feel like my face is missing that extra layer of moisture. Um, and it just gives the texture of my skin a the only word that it keeps coming to mind when I go to describe that product is supple. So I get a much more supple skin surface, if that makes sense or not. But that's what I keep going back to when I try to describe how that product helps my skin preparation. Okay, now we're using my my e.l.f. contour. and just putting it in the areas where light would hit and where you get a shadow. Make sure when you're doing this that you're following, there's like a little line right here. You want to follow that line and just sort of you're slenderizing your neck. If you don't have a problem with your neck, then you may not need that. But as we get older, we all know that everything goes this direction, gravity over time. And for those of us of mature skin, we generally need that additional help. Okay, because I am wearing really pretty soft floral purples today. I am going to use purple today. It may blend out to lavender, but my initial application, I'm trying to get purple. And I'm going to clean my brushes really well because I had that green on yesterday. And that green was something, man. It didn't fade at all yesterday. I was thinking because I had a little bit of trouble getting it on my brush yesterday, I thought, wow, that's just not going to last. I was wrong. Completely wrong. Okay, purple. I'm going to start with a darker purple today. And we're going to blend. I'm going to put it on here. Oh, you know what I haven't done? Silly me. Getting ahead of myself. I haven't done my powder. Oh, duh. Getting ahead of myself here. I have so much to do today. And I am so far behind at work. I've had so many requests. I just having a really hard time keeping up with them. And I have got to be completely caught up before I go overseas, and I realizing that is in 5 weeks. Isn't that crazy? Terrified, absolutely terrified. I'm really afraid of this trip. Never been afraid before, but I am afraid. So many things going on in my family life, my personal life, and the world is such a crazy place. I am really struggling to not be completely and totally afraid, and I am. Okay, got that done. That all looks really nice. Yes. Oh gosh, I just love the way that makes my skin look. Okay, we're going to use, I'll tell you the names here after we get, I'm using my Amethyst ColourPop palette again today. And we are loading on a purple down on the lid today. Taking it and blending it from the lid upwards. So I'm blending it up. Now I'm picking up a darker purple and I'm putting that up in my transitional area with a fluffy brush. using the natural anatomy here to really accentuate this bone right here. Making sure that I really blend it. Purple is definitely one of those colors that you want to blend because it's such a strong pigment that if you don't really blend, it's not gonna look as refined as what at least I would want. Now I'm gonna come back in with a little bit lighter shimmery color, and we're gonna go to this inner 1/3, or no, probably more of a half of my lid. Yep, that's very pretty. Now I'll pick up that light, very lightest color for up here. Okay, and then the darkest purple to outline. Somebody asked me about this mirror that I use here in my other hand so I can see what I'm doing. And I do not know where I got this from. I have had this forever. But if I had to guess, just looking backwards for time reference, because I have had it for a while. I want to say at least 10 years. I mean, it's been a while that I've had this. I'm pretty sure that I got this either at Tuesday morning, which of course Tuesday morning is out of business now, or TJ Maxx. So TJ Maxx does actually carry quite a few of these hand mirrors that are multi strength, and but you got to dig when you get to TJ Maxx, as we all know. I mean, you got to really dig through the products at TJ Maxx because they have a tendency to just throw everything into one area of their display. If you've ever been there, you know what I'm talking about. They just have a tendency to just let it all go into one area, and there's generally not very much looking for my darker lipstick here. There's generally not a whole lot of organization at TJ Maxx in their makeup section, unfortunately. So I put on a really light pink lipstick. It is the Tarte Plumper, and now I am coming back over with my trusty Bronzine. So I've taken the Bronzini and I've sort of changed the undertone of it more to a purple look to match this. Let me tell you what colors I used in this Pop All Amethyst. I started today with Crystal Crazy. That's the one that I put down on my lid first. Then I went to Royal Affair. That's the one that I put up in the transition. And then in the inner half of the lid, I used Sunbird, and then up the very top up here, I used Brilliant. And this palette and the other Blown Smoke palette from ColourPop are really, I love this. I love those two. They will travel with me because I have so much in that color realm, what I wear pretty daily, that those two palettes are really going to be my, and they're small, they're a great travel size. So um, ColourPop is just, you know how you know certain brand that is, I mean, it is the best. You've tried so many and you keep going back to that same thing that gives you the best results for you. Well, ColourPop, got a little too much blush there. ColourPop is definitely it for me when it comes to eyeshadows. Now I got a little heavy handed there on my blush, so I'm gonna just dip into my loose powder and sort of blend it down a little bit. Also, with the ColourPop, uh, there's hardly ever any fallout with your product. I'm going to check and see if there is any today, but it sure doesn't look like it. Maybe just a tiny, tiny little bit. So we will grab my loose, not my loose, my pressed setting powder here, which is Perfect Pour Pink Pack. I get this from Amazon. And just going to make sure that the under eye is really, really bright. And blend that powder and that blush into. Okay. Oh, it's so pretty. This palette just always just takes my breath away. It just really does. ColourPop. I think they're the king of eyeshadows. And their price point is reasonable too. I think their little palettes are I think they're $12, $14, somewhere in there. And that's, I mean, that's reasonable because they last a long time. Oof. All right. Get our mascara on. I just curled my lashes. And I do always start down the bottom. If you're new here, I start down here because I really want to let the mascara formula lock my curl in. Mascara is like a eyelash hairspray. So I really try to get as close to the bottom of the lash as possible and work my wand upwards. So not only is the wand coating, but it is brushing as it goes. So I get a full look. And I don't normally have to curl my lashes unless, of course, I've had my makeup on all day and then we decide we're going to go somewhere at night. I will recurl then, but I generally don't start all over again with my makeup unless it's a really important function. I will just freshen up my makeup, freshen up my powder and my blush, and if I need to refreshen my eyeshadows. Great thing about ColourPop is that you don't generally need to do that. Their powders last all day. And then I will recurl and reapply some mascara. Sorry, my nose is runny. Why? Allergies, I guess. And recurl and add a little bit more mascara at night. I do feel that this foundation wears really well as a lot of the other ones. Still incredibly popular, and it is very, very lightweight, and it doesn't feel like you're wearing a real heavy foundation, but you get a really, really good coverage with the Tier foundation. And of course, it is a great price point. $20 at Amazon. And the refill is, I think it's $14. Eyes are watering. What's going on? Something is definitely making me react to it. My nose is running, my eyes are running. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the fan. All right, let's take a look and see. Where are my glasses? Here we go. Oh, it's so pretty, right? Purple is just one of those colors that I really believe looks good on most skin tones. And I'm not sure why it is. Maybe it's because it's a combined color. I don't know, but it just really looks nice on. Oh, so pretty. I just love the purple. Purple and pinks. All right, there we go. That is it for me on this Tuesday, everyone. I hope wherever you are, you have a great Tuesday. Get out there and hit your grand slam. Take no prisoners. Be productive. Don't let anybody get in the way of what you've got to get done today. That's what I got to tell myself because I have got to get myself together. I have got to get organized. I get started on something and then I get a million phone calls or emails requesting other things, and then it just gets to be this snowball. You know that old cartoon of the snowball just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Well, that's what I feel like my days have been doing here lately. Get one step forward and then four steps come backward, and I get. Anyways, have a great day. Have a great day. Thank you for joining me. If you're new here, please, please let me know you are new. We are really growing. I am so excited that we're having more and more people join. We're going to talk about in probably the third or fourth podcast. We're really going to do a conversation about makeup cost, brands, popularity of brands, consumer trends, what works for the majority of the people, what doesn't. And I want to hear from you guys. So if you were to think of one thing in the makeup field, what would you want to see different besides pricing? Because I know pricing is always such a big thing, but what would you want to see them improve? Is it product availability, product uh, options, more options. What is it that if you could just wave your wand and say, okay, this is what I want, what would that be? And give me some specifics. I really would love some specifics while I'm planning this outline of this podcast. I really want your input because we've been together. We've been doing makeup now for about a year and a half, and I get such great ideas from you guys, such good suggestions. So please let me know, what is it, that one thing that if you could fix or change about this industry, what would it be? Let me know. I really, really do want your input in this. Thank you if you are new for joining us. We really appreciate that. We love to get new members here. So if you know somebody that's a good fit that would like to spend 30 minutes a day on themselves, getting themselves ready for their day so they can be the best version of themselves every day. Because you get 10 seconds on a first impression. That's it. And you never get that first impression back. And that could lead your life in a completely different direction. You never know what's going to happen with a first impression or where that could take you. So be prepared, right? Don't you deserve 30 minutes a day to make yourself feel good? When you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, you look good. And I believe in that. And it's a whole relationship. Your physical health, your mental health, all of it has to work together good. When one of them's off, most of it's off. So if I can help you in any way to get that functioning, really working good together, that's what this is about. This is about helping each other, supporting each other, encouraging other to be the best so we can have everything. Because everybody's definition of everything is different. I'm sure it's different to mine. So God bless. Thank you so much for being a part of this community. You are so appreciated. Never take that for granted. And I want to hear back from you guys. God bless. Have a fantastic, safe day. Watch the weather because you just never know what's going to happen, especially here in Texas. It could be 104 1 minute and then drop back down into the 70s, and we could have massive storms. So watch your weather channels and always take some sort of beverage. So if you do break down, you have something to drink. You can always live without food. Trust me, I know that. You can't live without water. Have a spectacular, terrific Tuesday, everyone. And I will see you in my next video. God bless. Have a great day. Bye bye.